And more.
Wow.
Oh,
Trouble.
Around goes Danica Patrick.
That's
Paul
big
Menard has
damage on
to
that
slide
rear.
to a stop.
She got a lot of damage to the left side of that car.
I just don't think Paul realized she was pitting that early.
She got to
This is going to cost her a lot of time here.
Out front, a bit of green flag, pit road chaos on the first stop. To fourth place there, now right up against Matt Kenseth. And take a look at what happens to that piece of debris.
Yeah,
there it went.
Trouble. Caution
Junior.
flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings out the first caution of the day.
Just stay there as low as you can there, buddy. Okay?
Was that a left front tire that went?
Lost it.
Oh, no, he said he lost it.
Is that the 5 car on the bottom there? Teammate.
Last adjustment.
First caution of the day, and that's a shocker. Didn't see that coming, that Dale Earnhardt Jr. would bring out the first yellow flag. To tail right here.
Got the 2 car to the outside.
He's in an awkward position there. Oh, it just comes around. This is just like what happened in Daytona.
Same thing at Daytona. The car just comes around on him.
Unfortunately, he also gathers up teammate Casey Kane.
Let's ride along.
And clear low. Outside still the 2 on your tight. The 5's coming to you.
I think when that 2 went by, it just circled around.
I tell you, DW is a combination. The 2 was on the outside of him, and when that 14 came up just a little bit, I think that took the rest of the air off of the 88.
I just felt like they were.
Benedetto also getting some damage. That's his white and green car up at the top of the screen behind Danica Patrick. And there's where Benedetto got hit and knocked into the wall.
When was the last time we saw cars losing it by themselves? We see it every once in a while at Daytona, and we certainly saw it with the 88 and the 24 and the 4 at Daytona. But here at Talladega, I'm shocked by this.
Yeah, I was going to say last time I saw it was Daytona with the same car.
38 on the bottom here coming right in front. Stay low, real low, real low. Good job. Keep digging, watch this one.
Cars did not pit at the front of the field. Ooh, bad timing.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
So Eric Almirola, your race leader, who did not pit. Chris Neville?
And Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I think trying to put the nose in between the 19 and the 14, there's a lot of air coming off both them cars, and it just pinned the nose. We were real tight. The splitter was on the ground real bad the whole first run, and we took some rounds out of the back, and that really made the car too loose off the corner. Same thing we did in Daytona. We just got to, look at our adjustments a little bit different.
Would 4 tires on that last stop have helped?
No, I don't know. I don't think so, but it just, it gets loose and.
Came back right, spinning in front of me. Yeah, this is the first time I'd seen it, but so I didn't really know exactly what happened. I didn't have anywhere to go once he came back across the track, so we were done at that point. But we had a great Farmers Insurance Chevrolet.
Benedetto also out in that crash. He was 11.
Strong, boys. Oh, whoa now.
Oh,
whoa, Mikey. Whoa, Mikey.
Knocked out of shape.
it's not going to be good when he comes out.
No. Come on, man. Ah!
Contact. 2 other cars go around, and Casey Mears' car is all torn up.
Oh, man, the 78 just gave him a big shot, kind of put him under the yellow line. He tried to stay down there, but it just had such a bad angle coming back up onto the banking there. Nowhere for the rest of those.
Michael will be third, the blue car on the inside line.
Now 78's got the 22 pushing him. They get a run.
Yeah, the 78 has no choice there. He's being pushed. He wants to hit him as square as possible. Unfortunately, goes left a little bit there and clips him in the left rear.
Yeah, that just sends you off the track.
Yeah, it just sends you straight down like that. Michael did everything he could to stay out of those cars that were coming around him.
Sideswipe Casey Mears, and he goes into the wall, and Almirola, the blue car, goes around on the bottom.
Wow.
Here's what Martin Truex Jr. had to say.
Coming right into the damn 55. Where do you think we're going to go? 22 is laying it to you. Hell will save, Michael. Good job.
Look at that.
Was for a while there.
Hang on to her, bro.
In fact, had he not signed.
We're just getting warmed up, Mike.
Car just loose early on in this race, but they did settle down much better.
Straight away. A big hit, and Jimmy Johnson goes spinning.
Upside down. Busher. Oh, man.
Chris Busher on his lid and lands back on his wheels. Caution.
Oh, man, we saw 4 wide off the corner over there. I was afraid of this.
Together.
Watch this. Watch this. You'll see it right in there where they're 4 wide coming off the corner. You see the 3 on the outside. It's
the 35 Gilliland above the 3. Now McMurray in the 1, the red car, comes up, just brushes Austin Dillon.
Turns him into the 35.
And Dillon gets into Gilliland. Joey Logano turned the 48. And Busher goes for a big tumble.
I didn't think that thing was going to stop rolling there for a second, DW.
goodness.
Really good to hear he's doing okay.
There's just it's just almost inevitable.
It's like they just sucked the 1 up into the 3 and
pushed him right up.
The 3 had nowhere to go. The 35 was to the outside of him.
Not sure how much damage.
Big impact by a net down there, hitting that inside wall. Luckily, there's a safer barrier there.
Great camera work capturing this. Look at rookie Chris Busher's wild ride down the backstretch.
It's been a while since we've seen one do this. We've seen it plenty of times here in Talladega in the past.
One thing I've noticed, I don't see a roof flap. Hasn't come open yet.
A 4 wide, 1 into 3 into 35 into mayhem.
I really don't know. It's typical Talladega, kind of, you can see not really running towards the middle of the pack or, or the front. So you see smoke and you check up, and it looks like the 31 didn't check up when we did and got in the back of us. And last thing I saw was the 34 start, get airborne. So you never want to see that. Luckily he came out and talked to him in there. But yeah, that's 2 days in a row of seeing hits like that. Those angles, I'm sure there's someone smarter than me that designs them the way they are, but to see the same, 2 cars hit the same place, those are terrible.
Out the 4th caution.
Remember, this car's been in the garage. They worked on it, repaired it.
And Carl Edwards in the 19 had damage from the last caution.
Oh man.
He had a tire go down or some kind of a failure there.
Yeah, right front. Looked like he had some damage on the right front from that wreck back there.
You all right?
Up the hill it went.
Port Jr. just can't catch a break here today.
Nope.
Talk about wrong place at the wrong time.
.77 laps to go. Carl Edwards into Dale Earnhardt Jr. to bring out the caution at lap 110. At lap 96.
It's interesting. He just turned left to avoid, and around it came.
Here's Larry with our Ford cutaway car. Yeah, Mike. Down low on the racetrack. There he comes.
Oh, my man. Something broke.
I'm not so sure he didn't just come off a pit road. Or was he out there riding around for a while? But obviously something broke, maybe in the suspension.
Yeah, I don't see.
Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch. For Kyle Busch, it's going to be 2 tires. As you see, Denny Hamlin's had a problem on pit road. As far as Kurt Busch is concerned, they're going to put 4 on the...
Here.
You're riding with Hamlin.
And away. 5, 3.
That was Landon Castle he got into.
I just don't think he realized Landon Castle was going to be pulling into his pit stop. He sort of jumped in there and 2 made contact. Still not sure why he spun out, though.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know if someone got into him.
Too much rear brake.
360 and back. Caution is out. David Reagan.
Caution's out. We're done, boys.
I don't think he can.
And I was just about to ask Larry when the next pit stop would be.
Well,
now would be a good time.
The answer
now if
is
you just think
right
about
now.
it, it's going to come
I don't
out.
even have to ask him.
The answer is right now.
Wow, what a plume of smoke.
Look, Kozlowski's one here.
Car to the wall, turn one hard.
Oh, it's going to be big. Big.
Oh, huge wreck.
Everybody.
They're still running into each other. Newman's on fire.
13 cars got away. Everybody else is in it. Jimmy Johnson was getting a push from Kurt Busch when that began.
Saw the 11, the 42. I mean, that's everybody.
We had just been talking about the aggressiveness picking up.
Yep.
More pushing, trying to break free of that 3 wide.
3 gets wrecked again. Truex.
Jimmy Johnson and the 41 of Kurt Busch.
Here comes the push. Gets a little side drive from that 27. Just gets him in that left rear.
Got him on that left rear.
It doesn't take much.
Can't do it.
You can do that a little bit in the corner where the car's loaded up, but on the straightaway, you got to be real careful. Look like just as the 41 was getting there, the 48, moved just a little bit, and that's all it took. That little bit of contact.
Well, you just cannot push on that left side.
Go on board here, or from the outside of 48. Right there. Wow, great camera work.
Tight shot. Watch this.
Right up into Paul Menard.
Just gets it a little bit on that corner, and it turns a 48 dead right.
Yeah, sort of like the 48 was turning a little bit to the right. The 41 was turning a little bit to the left, and that little bit of contact.
What a shame. Look at all those cars.
You could see the hood flap coming up in the air on the 41 as he got close to the 41. So you're also losing front downforce if you're the car behind. You're taking the air off of the car in front of you. Really lightens the back of that car up as well. Then you make contact.
Here it is in real time.
Wow. Hammered.
More than 15 cars involved in turn 1.
We've had some crazy races here.
Whatever you want.
And this is one of them.
2 in front of her. Check it up, check up, check up, check up.
Oh, gosh.
Let's ride with Ryan Blaney.
He might be okay. I think Hamlin, we'll have to see
Right there.
if there's any damage to the splitter, but he made it through there.
Blaney's got some damage. Definitely got rear damage on the 21.
Still middle 3.
11 went to the garage.
Yeah, so he must have had a lot of damage to the splitter.
Still middle 3. Check up, check up, check up, check up, check up, check up, check up. Check up, come on. Let roll up, let roll. Check up, check up, check up.
Oh, there's the damage to the 11, the right front.
Dug in.
I'm not so sure anybody made it through this one.
I don't look like it.
No, I've now got 17 cars with damage, and there may be more. Here's Jimmy Johnson.
I mean, come on, Kurt. How far are you going to push me? Yeah, car's destroyed. I mean, he just drove through me the left front straightaway.
Now, prior to the crash, here's audio from Kurt Busch's side.
Hard to see exact distance out the front. When I'm on the 48, I don't know where he is in relationship to the car in front of him.
Couldn't exactly make out what
I'm not sure what he said.
I heard a little bit about where the car was at in front of him, maybe.
I think he was talking about the 48, wasn't he?
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that, he's thinking, I can't see through that. I'm going to be real aggressive. I'm going to push here.
It's the perfect storm, though, Jeff. Looked like the 48 was easing up to the right. Kurt caught him in the left bumper, and that sent him straight into the wall.
I mean, it sounds like from Jimmy Johnson's audio that this started a long way back, where the 41 was pushing him almost all the way down the whole straightaway.
Started about 3 hours ago.
You can see where they built a gap as they came out of the tri-oval.
Now let's go all the way back here. Now you see Jimmy in the middle lane, the 48.
This is off of
Menard
turn
up
4.
high in the 27. And the 41 is the black car, Kurt Busch.
I mean, he's not to him yet. Okay, here he comes.
Gets
Boom.
in there. Nice. No, he's working all over.
Kind of turned him a little loose right there. He had to back off of him.
Through the tri-oval.
And here he comes again. Boom. And then that time. See that when he hit him that first time, it just made Jimmy have to react and go right a little bit. And as he came in on that second bump, it just turned him.
Look at
that's just aggressive racing that we see here at Talladega.
And around she goes into Kenseth.
Oh, gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
He's fine, boy. He got the window net down right away out of frustration. The 4-car, Harvick.
Danica climbs out. Radio cord gets disconnected. Oh, boy.
I mean, you just knew it was coming. You saw everybody pushing and shoving, and the cars slipping and sliding around.
I think Matt said, just give me a push.
Matt was 6th. And Danica walking over.
Well, you know
waiting.
why?
Yes.
She doesn't want to go.
She knows that you can get fined if you go out on the racetrack. She's going all the way over against the wall, and not sure. She's shaking up a little bit, I think.
She's right in the middle, the 5th car back.
I think somebody makes contact with. McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
Yeah. And that
no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
Let's watch from the Goodyear aerial coverage, and you'll see several things happen here as Kenseth's car comes back down to earth.
I can tell you, a lot of teams are going to be freezing those shots to look underneath this car when they leave here.
No, I saw that.
It's not often you get to see what's underneath them.
Right behind the red 21, there's the 3 of them. Whoosh.
You realize how powerful the wind is in that situation. To be able to take a car of this weight, what's 3,400 pounds around approximately, and just pick it up in the air like it's a piece of paper.
There's McDowell into the 43 of Eric Almirola.
Look at that.
And
thing.
up goes Kenseth.
It's like a feather. Lord of mercy.
Now, right in front of Danica when that began to unfold was Ryan Blaney.
So 2 back to the top. Top's got to run. 1 back. Half back top. Half back. Half back top. Half back. Half back. Outside.
And next, we're going to ride with Eric Almirola.
He takes a big shot. Big shot.
So nobody in front. Spinning in front of you. We got it, guys.
Oh, 22 coming back.
Kevin Harvick ended up in the grass on this one.
They're all the way up the line. They're low right in front of you. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, keep digging. High, high.
Looks like Danica came back and made contact with him and put him into the grass.
Now let's go out to Terry Ford's camera position. We call him Turtle, and hopefully he got everything pulled in when they started heading for him.
I guess it wasn't Danica. They got the Force. Another car that maybe had some silver on it.
Bobby Labonte, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Off the racetrack, and that got us way behind. So I thought we were done with that, but maybe we aren't. So he ran me off the track, and then honestly, I was just going straight here, and just got ran into, and then you're just hanging on.
Thanks, Matt.
Good to hear that Kenseth is okay.
And you know, after watching that replay, I realized why Danica came over there and bent over. She took a heavy hit.
Oh, yeah. Not in the middle of the tri-oval. Keselowski.
Big run coming from the 18. Oh, the
Kyle
three stepped
Busch.
out.
Dillon. Kyle Busch and Dillon side trouble. Car hard in the wall. 2 of them. Keselowski to the line. Caution has waved with Keselowski the leader, and crashing are Harvick, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Truex, Labonte, and everybody else.
Good job today, Brad. That was you, man. Managing that.
I don't know how to explain this. I've never seen anything like this.
The caution light. This is synced up with the video to establish the moment of caution into the tri-oval. Contact between Truex and Allmendinger, and then Cole Witt turns Kevin Harvick up and into the wall, and Stenhouse and Allmendinger. Witt slides along and crashes with Truex. Caution is out. Race is effectively over. Exit of pit road. 400 feet maybe from the start-finish line, and there's your finish. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon third. Chase